The story of war is timeless. Every war is different, yet every war is the same in producing incalculable tragedy. The lessons of war remain unlearned or unimportant. With the war on Ukraine in mind, listen now to The Box by Kendrew Lascelles. Once upon a time in the land of Hushabye, round about the wondrous days of yore, they came across a sort of box, bound up with chains and locked with locks, and labeled kindly, do not touch, it's war. A decree was issued round about, all with a flourish and a shout, and a gaily colored mascot went tripping lightly on before. Don't fiddle with that deadly box, or break the chains or pick the locks, and please, don't ever mess about with war. Well, the children understood. Children happened to be good and were just as good around the time of yore. They didn't try to pick the locks or break into that deadly box, and never tried to play about with war. Mommies didn't either, sisters, aunts, nor grannies neither, in those wondrous days of yore. Well, very much the same as now, and not the ones to blame somehow for opening up that deadly box of war. But someone did. Someone battered in the lid and spilled the insides out across the floor. A sort of bouncy, bumpy ball made up of flags and guns and all the horror and the death that goes with war. It bounced right out and went bashing all about and bumping into everything in store. And what was sad and most unfair was that it didn't seem to care much who it bumped or why or what or for. It bumped the children mainly. And I can tell you this quite plainly, it bumps them every day more and more and leaves them dead and dying, thousands of them sick and crying, 'cause when it bumps, it's really very sore. There is a way to stop the ball. It really isn't hard at all. All it takes is wisdom. And I'm absolutely sure we could get it back into the box and bind the chains and lock the locks. But no one seems to want to save the children anymore. Well, that's the way it all appears, 'cause it's been bouncing round for years and years in spite of all the wisdom whizzed since those wondrous days of yore. And the time they came across the box, bound up with chains and locked with locks, and labeled kindly, do not touch, it's war.